Okay, so this is gonna be part 3 to What If Belle Was the White Dragon Slayer? So let's get into it.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Sorry about not posting on Friday. I had family problems and it just took out it it basically took like the whole day like to like solve the problems. Like me and my family, it took basically all day. So I'm sorry for not posting, but yeah. Anyways, before I start the what if, I want to say something real quick. Most of you guys probably forgot or just don't know that I have a second channel, and that channel, like, I do AMVs there, and I've been working on one recently, an AMV. And if you've seen my second channel, I'm gonna leave a link so you guys can check it out. But if you guys seen it, like, the AMVs on it, they're not good. But I've been working on this new AMV and it's a lot better than those ones and the ones that I have on this channel, my main one. So yeah, I've been working on one. It might come out later today or tomorrow. I'm not really sure, depending how much I get done. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that. I'm probably gonna like post it on my community tab when I post it, so you guys can look for that. But anyways, let's start this what if. So it's the next day. Belle would wake up, and he would like shake Hestia awake, and he would tell her that he's going to the dungeons, and she would just say like yeah, just be careful, and she would go back to sleep. Belle would he would start like he would leave the Familia and or well, not the Familia, but he would just leave to go to the dungeons. So yeah, he would start walking, and Belle has been doing like a little bit of training, and he would start thinking about the new move that he basically learned. I don't think, well, it's a move that I just came up with called stun shot. Yes, stun shot. Yeah, but well, basically he can basically shoot like a little beam of light, and when it hits the opponent, it's basically like a flash grenade. It just like stuns them for like a couple of seconds, so like Belle can like do a finishing attack. So yeah, he would name it stun flash or stun shot or stun flash. You guys can pick between those names. But he's just thinking about like how he can use it in different ways. And as he's walking, he would hear someone say, "Excuse me," and he would turn around to see a girl. And he would say like, "Oh, hello there. Like, can I help you with something?" And she would say like, "Oh no, you just dropped this," and would hand him like a purple crystal. And he would say, "Oh, I didn't even notice. Thank you." And she would ask, "Are you an adventurer?" And Belle would say, "Yeah, I am. I'm just going to the dungeons right now." And she would say like, "Oh, really? Like, do you think I think it's like it's too early to go into the dungeons." And Belle would say like, "Well, I've been doing this every day, so it's nothing to worry about." And she would say, "Oh, okay. My name is Seer Flover. Don't remember her last name, but her name is Seer." And Belle would introduce himself as like he would say, "I'm Bell Cornell. Nice to meet you." And they would chat a little, and Belle's stomach would rumble, and she would say like, "Oh, I guess you're hungry. Here you go." And she would give him like a little lunch, and he would say like, "Oh no, I can't take that." And she would say like, "Why not?" And he would say like, I can't take food from someone I just met." And she would say like, "Oh, it's okay. Like like in return, how about you stop by later tonight, like here at the place I work at. It's a little like cafe." I'm sorry, can't remember what the place is called. It's like it's basically a cafe, I guess. But he would say like, "Oh, okay, I guess so." And she would say like goodbye, and she would like run off, and he would like say goodbye as well. He would say like, "Huh, that was something." And he would start eating the lunch or like the food that she gave him. And basically when he gets to the dungeons, he would just like do what everyone does, like start killing monsters. He would start using his new attack, stun flash. And he would and he wouldn't do it like when he sees like a monster. He wouldn't like just like use it immediately. He would just attack it and like then use it. So that's what he does for almost the entire day. And he would um he would collect a bunch of crystals like usual. And he would like it would be nighttime, and Belle would say like, "Oh, that was a long day." And he would remember that he has to go to that cafe that girl told him to, and he would say like, "Oh yeah, I have to go back to that. I have to go to that one place. But first, I'm gonna exchange these crystals for money." So he goes back to the guild hall and he exchanges them. Then he would make his way back towards the cafe place. And he would arrive, and she would say like, Seer would say like, "Oh, you arrived." And Belle would say, "Yeah." And she would say like, I thought you forgot or something." And Belle would say like, "Yeah, I almost did, but um I didn't, so now I'm here. And sorry if you can hear like random noises. I'm sitting on a chair right now." But anyway, so they both of them would walk inside, and Belle would sit at a table, and they would serve him like the same food like in canon. And he would start eating, and since he actually has a lot of money, like the food that they gave him, he wouldn't eat it all, but he wouldn't just like leave it like he did in canon, because like he's taller, so that means, and he eats more than like canon Bell, I guess. So he would eat most of it, and he wouldn't mind like the prices because he has like a lot of money. So he would be eating, and eventually the Loki Familia would show up, and he would see them like just talking. They would go sit down, and then Eins would like look to see Belle eating, and she would walk up, or yeah, she would stand up and walk up to him, and she would say like, "Oh, hey, Belle." And Belle would say like, "Oh, hey, like how you doing?" She would say like, "Nothing much. I just came here to eat with my familia." And he would say like, "Oh, that's cool." And he looks like behind her, and he would say like, "So that's the Loki Familia?" And she would say, "Yes, it is." And they would start like talking, and Betts, the wolf boy, yeah, that's his name, Betts. Betts. It starts with a B, I just know that. Yeah, it is Betts. But he would like start to get like frustrated because like because Ainz is talking with Belle, which he doesn't know Belle, so he just thinks that he's just like some random person that she knows, that Ainz knows. And also he's drunk, so he's not in the right state of mind. So he would walk up to Belle and he would say like, "Hey," like he's like stuttering his words because he's drunk. And he would say like, "Hey, like, like, why are you talking to her?" And Belle would say like, well, she's my friend and I've known her for a while, so we saw each other and decided that we wanted to talk. And he would say like, "Oh yeah, like I won't like you have no right to talk to her even if you guys know each other. She's way out of your league." And Belle would say like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And he would say like, "Yeah, like she would never date someone like you." And Belle, like, he would just say like, "Bruh, like I never said I wanted to date her." And Ainz would like start like, she would get like a little flustered and like blush a little. Belle would notice and he would say like why is she blushing? And he would say like, "Oh, like you really think like you're hot stuff? Like how about we fight right now?" And Belle would say like, "No, like I don't want to fight you, and plus you're drunk. I can clearly tell. You're not in the right state of mind." And he would say like, "I'm not drunk," and he would throw an attack. And the attack would hit Belle, but it wouldn't really do anything. Like he would block it, and he would say like, "Oh yeah, just like you're not strong just because you blocked one of my attacks." And he would charge forward, and Belle would dodge to the side, and just like karate chop him on the neck. And he would like be knocked out, and he would say like, "Huh, is he always like this?" I sorry about that, guys. But Belle would say like, "Is he always like this?" Ainz would say, "No, he's not. Well, he's not. He's not always like this. He mostly like this. But he only becomes like this when he's drunk." And he would say like, "Oh, like that, like how can you like deal with someone like that?" And Ainz would say like, "I don't know. I honestly don't know. But he's part of my familia, so I have to deal with him, even if he's like a pain in the ass." And Belle would say like, "Yeah, if I was in the Loki Familia, I would not want to be like with him." And like Belle would carry him back to like the table where the Loki Familia is sitting down at. And they would start apologizing to Belle about how Bets acted. And he would just like say like, it was no need. He wasn't in the right state of mind, so he gets a pass. And they would start like talking with Belle, and they would ask like, "Is he like an adventurer?" And Belle would say like, "Yeah, I am." And they would say like Ainz has talked about you before. Belle would say like, "Oh really?" And he would say like, "What?" She would say like they would start saying that that he's like really good with using his magic, and he's like extremely strong. And yeah. So they would start talking, and Belle would like finish most of his food. Like he can't finish it all. And he would pay, and he would thank Seer for like the meal, like the food, yeah. For the food and for like the lunch he got from her earlier today. And he would walk out, and yeah, he would return back to the Familia household, whatever, and he would arrive, and Hestia would be there, and like she would just be sitting on like the couch, and he would say like I'm home, and Hestia would like say like how was it, Belle, and he would say like yeah, it was alright, and Hestia would say like it took you longer than usual to get here, like, and Belle would say like oh yeah, I had to go somewhere, and Hestia would say like where did you go, and Belle would say like this cafe place, I owed this girl of like this girl invited me to the cafe and I had to go, and Hestia would start like to get mad, and Belle would say like what is it, did I say something wrong, and she would say no you didn't, in like an angry tone, and Belle would say like like why does she always get mad every time I mention a girl, and he would go to his room and he would like go to sleep. Eventually, like a couple hours would pass and he would wake up. He would wake up to do like his nightly training, and so he would jump out of his window and he would like run to the forest. That's where cuz that's where he trains. And he would start working on his dragon force, and every time he trains with it, he would start to get better and better, and eventually he would start to have like the white marks like on his face and on like his body like Sting does like in the picture. And yeah, so he would start to have like those white marks on his body, and he would also notice that his strength, like his physical strength and his magic, has like boosted up like by like a lot. Yeah, he just got like a massive boost in strength, and he can feel it, and he he would start like training with it. He would start using his attacks, and he would see that his attacks are a lot stronger when he uses Dragon Force. And he would say like, like I got I finally learned how to use Dragon Force, but the thing is I have to master it. And so yeah, like he knows that he now knows how to use Dragon Force, but that doesn't mean he knows how to like master it. He knows how to like turn it on, I guess. And he just doesn't know how to use it like correctly, or yeah. And he would start training with his Dragon Force, and yeah, he would eventually go back to the Hestia Familia, and he would like go back to his room through the window and just like sleep for like the other like 3 hours he has. And he would wake up, and he would do like the same thing that he did yesterday morning. He would like shake Hestia awake and tell her that he's going to the dungeons. And yeah. So Belle would leave, and he would start walking, and like as he's walking he would pass like the cafe place that he was at last night, and Seer would be there at the door, and she would say like, "Oh, Belle," and Belle would like turn around, and to see her, and he would say like, "Oh, hey, like, how are you?" And she would say like, "Good." And no, hold up, hold, nah, I I just lost my train of thought. I just like blanked out. Hold up. Eh. No, like no. Um. Belle, like not like Seer would not actually be there. It would be like the cat girl and the other girl, because it would. Yeah, it's yeah. Sorry, but he would be walking past there, and the cat girl would stop him, and she would ask him Belle to take her, like to look for a seer because she forgot like her money, and Belle would say like, oh, okay. And he didn't really understand what the cat girl's saying because like she would, if you guys saw, yeah, if you guys like watch the anime, like you know how like how she talks. And then like this is when like the other girl would come in and just like tell Belle what she said. And Belle would understand. He would say like, "Oh, okay, you can count on me." And he would he would start walking. He would start looking for Seer. And no, I'm gonna backtrack a little. And Belle would ask like, "What, like where did Seer go?" And they would say like, "It's Monsterphilia." Yeah, that's what it's called. The Monster Festival, Monsterphilia. Yeah, it's Monsterphilia. And Belle would ask like, "What's Monsterphilia?" And they would explain that this this familia, a really strong familia, would take over like the arena that they have in like the town, and they would have captured and trained monsters so they can fight, and a bunch of people come to see it every year. And that's why she took the day off. Like that's why Seer took the day off, because she wanted to see it. And Belle would say like, "Oh, okay." So Belle would like take off, and he would start looking for Seer. And Belle would eventually like, he would not be able to find her because like a thousands of people come to see it every year. So he would stop by like the food stands, and he would say like, "This is gonna take forever." And Belle and then Hestia would appear. She would say like, "Oh, Belle," and Belle would turn around to see Hestia, and he would say like, "Goddess, like why are you here? Like Hestia, why are you here?" And um, she would say like, "Well, I wanted to see Monsterphilia, and I just saw you, and so I decided to come up to you." And she would see like that little like money bag that he has in his hand, and she would say like, "What? Why do you have that?" And Belle would say that the people of the cafe told me to look for Seer. So like, cause she forgot her money. So I'm looking for her, and and Hestia would get mad and would just grab Belle's hand and just drag him. And Belle doesn't really know what's going on, so he's just saying like, "Hey Hestia, what are you doing? I have to look for Seer." And Hestia would say like, "You can look for her later." So they would like go around buying food, like they would get crepes. So eventually, this is when like the giant ape monster would like get loose and would start attacking people. And Belle would see it, then Hestia, and the ape monster would just give off this giant roar. So Belle would say like, what is that? Like I've never seen a monster like this big before." And Hestia would say like, "It's a ape monster. Like how did it get loose though?" And the ape monster would look at Belle and Hestia, and Hestia would think that the ape is looking at her, but really the ape is looking at Belle, because like like he was like told to like capture Belle. So Belle would take Hestia's, like grab Hestia's hand and just start running. And since Belle, like he's a dragon slayer, so he has like he can run a lot faster than a normal person. And Hestia is like struggling to like run, so Belle would just like carry her like bride style, and they would start running, and the ape monster would just like keep following them, and eventually like they would go through like narrow like alleyways, like so the monster wouldn't be able to follow them, but the monster would just like climb over like the buildings and would land like in front of Belle and Hestia. Belle would throw Hestia out of the way and would get hit by the monster. And Belle would get sent flying back through like walls, like a wall. And Belle would say like, damn, that really hurt. And he would see like the monster would go for another punch. And he would dodge that. Then he would go for an attack. He would go in for a punch. The punch doesn't do a lot of damage, but the monster did feel it, and the monster would just would basically like slap Belle away. Belle would like would hit the ground, and he would get back up. He would say, "White dragon claw," and he would like slash, like he would attack the monster, and it would it would be, like do some damage. Like he would slash at the monster's leg, and like a big gash would, like a big wound. Yeah, I can't talk right now, but it would hurt the monster. And Belle would say like, okay, so that did damage. So if I use my magic rather than my physical strength, I should be able to take this thing out. And the monster would go in for an attack, but Belle would dodge it by jumping up. And since they don't have like a lot of space, like Belle is like trying not to he's trying to minimize the damage that he's doing. So like when he jumped up, he wanted to do like his holy ray attack, but he didn't because like that would make too much you'll just destroy the buildings around them, and he didn't want that to happen. So he just yelled out white dragon roar, and like yeah, the attack would hit the monster, like, but it deals damage to it, but since like the monster has like armor around it, the monster has armor around it, so like the armor would just like get hit most of the attacks, and it would just break off, leaving the monster without any armor. And Belle would say like, so at least your armor broke, so now I can actually attack you. And the monster would jump up where Belle is, and the monster would throw a punch, and Belle would say like, white dragon a holy nova. And he wasn't really thinking about like not doing a lot of damage to like the surrounding buildings. Like he wasn't thinking straight, because like the monster was just about to attack him, and he wanted to counteract the attack. So like both of their fists collide and would make an explosion, like a pretty big one. And it would actually like destroy like the buildings around, like not all of them, but it would destroy like some of them. And Belle would say like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Like I just wanted to minimize the damage, not do this. And Hestia is trying to before I go any further, I'm just gonna say this: Belle will not get like that special knife that Hestia gave him, like in canon to defeat the monster, the ape monster. He's not gonna get that knife because he doesn't need it. Yeah, he really does not need the knife, even if it's like strong. He doesn't need it. So he wouldn't get the knife, and Bell would say like, how do I have to finish this quick before I do any more damage? Like, but how? And Bell would get an idea, and he would say like, I got it. So he would charge towards the monster. The monster would throw punch. Bell would like slide under the monster's arm and would actually just slide under the monster entirely. And he would kick the monster up in the air. And he would actually like kick it really hard, like using magic and his physical strength. So like, yeah, the monster's like high up in the air, and Bell would activate his dragon force. No, he would. Yeah, he would activate it, but he wouldn't use it like to its like maximum power. Just like, since he's like only knows how to like use it a little bit, he's not at full power. Like, he doesn't know how to control it like fully. So he would activate it and jump up, and he's like right next to the monster, and he would yell out, "White dragon, roar!" And he would shoot out, like the attack would hit the monster, and it basically disintegrate it. Yeah, not disintegrate it, but it would kill the monster. And it would like, yeah, it would just like disappear with like the blackest smoke that monsters, I can't talk right now, sorry. But the monster would die and would leave like that big purple crystal. And Hestia would like would start cheering for Bell and run up and hug him. And she would say like, "You did it, Bell, you did it." And Bell would say like, yeah, I did. So that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Like, I'm sorry if this is like a short video. Like, I might do like an extra long video next time, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, so I hope you guys like this. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
I want that body, baby, show me.